Oh yeah, the 69 God himself, trying to be a daddy now, duck lips. Now he out here crying about fake friends in the industry. Oh my gosh, here we go. Old duck lips want to sue. Well, we gonna go through this lawsuit because there's some things y'all don't know about his weird, crash out behavior. We gonna go through all this because this is nuts. This lawsuit is insane because this whole thing should be thrown out. Champagne Sloppy is out here looking ridiculous, and I'm gonna show you why. So first of all, I am Carcino. In case you don't know, coming up and pulling up directly. Oh, this one gonna get a little sticky. Yeah, this one gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah, they gonna want to spam this one. They're already trying. They already trying this morning. Yeah, so I'm seeing a whole bunch of new people. Congratulations for the new people. So the new people, don't forget to subscribe to the page. All my old people are probably gonna see this later on in the day, my subs, but it's got to go down, baby. It's got to go down. How many of you actually knew that Drake, who's suing UMG and Spotify, right, for allegedly inflating the numbers for Not Like Us? So for the past 2 days, and he did a defamation lawsuit against UMG. All of these things will be removed in said time. But it's very interesting. He chose to take this route. And we're going to go through that. We're going to go through it. So UMG, Universal Music Group, and Spotify is who they're attacking. These are the same people that everybody in the world know. Everybody in the world know. These people I'm talking about, these two companies, are the biggest Drake supporters in the last 15 years. Drake is the biggest fool I've ever seen in my life because these people have done nothing but support him. The whole time. Not half of the time, not part of the time, the whole time. This lawsuit is going to fall flat, and they're going to be scared. So scared. Yeah, remember Gordo, whatever his name is, trying to say, oh, Drake ain't even thinking about that. Man, he's in good spirits. Did he look like he was in good spirits? Is this what a man that looks like in good spirits do? Oh no. That ain't what a man with good spirits do. See, if you had Spotify back in the day, they had an anomaly that took place, ladies and gentlemen. This happened. On the homepage was all Drake songs for new releases. For somebody who had never once listened to a Drake song on Spotify, they got all Drake songs. That's all Drake on the page. Yeah, he wants to sue. And if he could, man, if he sue, he's gonna lose. So there's no doubt about that there. He's gonna lose that. So because of that incident right there, Spotify had to pay out thousands of Spotify customers demanded refunds after they are spammed by promotions for Drake's new album, despite paying $120 per year for ad-free on the app. They don't want to see any promotion, and they had to pay out money. They had to pay out money to the customers because they didn't want Drake. They didn't ask for Drake, and they was getting Drake shoved down their throat by Spotify. Why would they do that, Drake? Why would Spotify be promoting your album to people that don't listen to you? Have the whole page, nothing but Drake on new releases for people that didn't want to see it. And I know what you're probably saying. That's just made up stuff. Nah, it ain't. I did the work. You know I do my work. Paying for premium, getting Drake all over. This is when it was going down. Everybody's freaking out, baby. Everybody is ticked off. I'm paying for premium subscription and gave up on Google Music for Spotify only to find out this morning that Drake is all over. I never listen to Drake. Listen to his music. I'm not interested. I don't want to see his face anywhere. I get Spotify. It's a commercial entity, and you try to make more money, but I did not pay for this. I don't want to get artists shoved in my face because they pay more than others. I pay for listening my preferred music. Now, other people, once again, had the same problem. Honestly, the way Drake is plastered all over the cover on every playlist is some pretty blatant advertisement, which is the main thing we're paying for, not to be exposed to. That's why they're paying premium, because they don't want to see advertisement, and they're sticking Drake advertisement right in their face. And now Drake is trying to sue Spotify for saying they're doing that with Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us. You forgot they had to pay these people because they did this stuff for you. So now, if you want to sue, we're going to have to launch an investigation into this to find out why Spotify did this for you. Do you really want to open that can? Oh, you know I'm going to open the can. Oh, we ain't done. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, never had listened to him. Wouldn't mind if his face was in a few places on the client, but he is everywhere. Every possible advertising space has his face on it. What the beep? Yep. Can we expect more of this in the future? Release radar mixes and Discovery Week gonna get shoved off so we can get exposed to a bunch of coverage for that Friday's latest release. It's like chocolate bars. They don't raise the price even though they need to. They just slim out the product instead. Seriously, get this beep off my Spotify. How about actually recommending me music that I like? Yes, stop this kind of ad. Seriously. This was 7/1/2018, Drake. 7/1/2018. So these people, no, these people are mad because they pay money because they don't want to see ads. And what do they get? All Drake. all his new album forced on the paid subscribers. So they had to pay money. Spotify had to pay these subscribers money. For a whole year, they had free subscriptions so that they wouldn't drop their subscriptions. Because they was forcing advertisement on these guys. Look at it. Yep, this is blatant advertising. I tried contacting support to complain about it and was given a series of non-answers that seemed like they were trying to suggest that this was actually an error, and also that they couldn't say for sure if it's a sort of thing that wouldn't happen again. This is the sort of thing that would cause people to cancel subscriptions. Exactly. My opinion in the first paragraph. Use advice at the bottom of this post. Try contacting Spotify. They might give you your money back for a free month. While I personally don't have a problem with that, it hasn't gotten a negative impact on my ability to use the service normally. Perspective of the people who dislike it. I also agree that it's essentially an ad. So I totally get people's frustration in that regard. For everyone upset with this problem, two things. First, keep doing this. Make your voices heard. Make it clear that this kind of thing is unacceptable and a paid service. Second, feel free to contact Spotify support to try to get a refund for this month. I've read the other people getting a refund, or at least getting a free month added on after complaining about this. However, some people have said they have no luck whatsoever, so your mileage may vary. No harm in trying, though. I'm telling you what happened. They got money. They got free months. They got everything taken care of. What's up, Juan? So, Spotify was your homeboy the whole time. Spotify was your guys. You were the king of Spotify. You the most streamed artist on Spotify. They ain't did nothing but look out for you. Now you want to sue? Sound very strange to me. Sounds strange to me. What about y'all? Sound like a hypocrite. Yep. No, he ain't complaining because it was benefiting him. So this is what I'm thinking. How is he thinking this is going to work for him when he trying to go against somebody? See, he don't like when somebody play the same way. And Kendrick ain't even the type to do it. The song is the song. Like not like us. Are you kidding? That song is a monster. That song didn't need no help. That song didn't need any help. Any added advertisement with that is gold because it's doing all the work itself. So he's saying they're lowering Drake's number so that they can sign him for cheap. Drake is signed to Republic Records. Okay, UMG is the distribution company. They distribute his music. Now, he's signed to Republic. So Republic is signed with Universal. They're the distributors. So why would UMG be trying to lower his numbers? It don't make no damn sense. If Republic was doing that, and I could see that, and saying they want to sign him and all that, they're lowering Drake's numbers. But no, they're not lowering Drake's numbers. This is what Drake numbers are. He's not having to push like he normally has because he don't have the light right now. Kendrick is the light. Kendrick is the one. So that's what they're going to push because why? The people want that. The people don't want Drake. You think that they're controlling that? They're making the people think that I'm dead. No. Once that song was out, The whole internet was like, yeah, Drake done. When you dropped the Hard Part 6, Drake, it was over. It was already over. You just didn't know it yet. And every stupid thing you did since the Hard Part 6 just torpedoed your entire career. The people spoke it. When the Pop Out came out, you thought that was, it just broke all the records on the internet. You thought people didn't like the song. You know, people were ready to go crazy. He did the same song 5 times and they wanted more of it. He could have did that one song for a whole hour straight and they would have still been there. You gonna tell me that's bots? It's lies, people. All lies. Oh, we finna get to the goods. Because let's go to Mr. Graham. This is the lawsuit, y'all. Because this finna get very interested too. Because we finna switch it on over to UMG now. Yes, sir, we will. Oh, yeah. So you mad because another company is doing what you claim they doing. Look at this. UMG, Spotify, USA, all these things, right? Everybody in cahoots to go against Drake. That's what this clown wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that everybody's against him. He's so innocent and everybody's out to destroy me. And that these two powerhouse groups have planned and plotted to come together to destroy me and take me down. Oh my God. All the money, the money, the money, the money. These people got money. They want to destroy me. These are billionaires, Drake. To destroy you is like snapping their fingers. It don't take much if they wanted to destroy you. If you have the hits, they will push them. You don't have any hits. You thought the song with you and Thugger was going to stick. It didn't stick. You've been sucking it up for the longest. Okay? That For All My Dogs was for all the crap. Nobody was playing that album. They played First Person Shooter and probably one more song, and then that was it. It wasn't no monster smash. You ain't had one of those in a minute. Since you did that album with 21 for Her Loss, that was the last gas. Other than that, you were already falling off before you ran into K-Dot and got ran over. That was the finishing blow. You're done. Now, you're trying to come back and thinking you were going to come back. Then GNX come out. You see Squabble Up. You see his numbers going through the roof. And you mad. You big mad. Because you know your numbers ain't finna do that. You know it ain't finna do that. But we gonna learn you today. Oh, we finna learn them today. We gonna learn them today. Okay, not like us, including bots to pay for a song. Oh, okay. Yeah, business practices. Okay, this is how the bot services work. Look at them using all that stuff to exchange from Spotify's affirmation of the song. using it. Okay, they saying he's doing X, Y, and Z, trying to promote it. He's using all this platform to get it Chrome. UMG nor Spotify disclosed that Spotify has received compensation for its exchange for the song. Okay, so now they're going to sit down and talk about this legally, like Spotify was paid off to do what they were doing. But not like us. You're going to have some real proof. You're going to have some real proof of that, homeboy. Because, see, you're going to run into a bigger problem here. Okay. The whistleblower describes Spotify as the easiest platform to buy. Wait a minute. I've heard this before because it does not. The whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of $2,500. Where did we hear this before? Which is owned by a number of banks that was promised another $25,000 or $2,500 for a percentage of the song total sales for this initial push. Wow. So somebody's going to get $2,500 and then another $2,500, $5,000 for all these streams. Oh, who said that? Oh, it was on Academy stream. They put Academy's thing into the lawsuit. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's the fake guy he brought up there. This guy called me the TD. I'm the TDE executive. Playing my voice, calling me the TDE executive. This fruit cup is what the hell you getting your information from? You put this in a lawsuit. What kind of lawyer did you find this guy at? Chick-fil-A? Did you find this guy at Chick-fil-A or something? Did he used to be a lawyer and got caught with a DUI or something? He's still a lawyer, you know, he just does drugs. This lawyer's got to be the dumbest human being on planet Earth. This has got to be the world's dumbest lawyer. You're going to take a DJ Academics video, some clown that he's talking to on there that you can't trust, and you're going to take that numbnut's word for it and bring this guy on alive. This guy comes on and starts talking. He was lying the moment he came up. Now, they know this is stupid, right? And they know not to put his name in the lawsuit. So it goes this way. One individual known to the petitioner revealed publicly on a public podcast. You see, that's what they look at that public podcast that Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth's label, Interscope, paid him a third party to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the first days of the release of Not Like Us, with the goal of jumpstarting the song's spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. Who is this lawyer? This has got to be the dumbest lawyer I've ever seen in my life. First of all, these are the dumbest people ever. You don't use this clown. This clown name is Popular Podcaster. That's what that clown is. The Popular Podcaster. Look at him. I'll tell you, if you had a safety pin and touched his cheek, it would explode. Full of air. Now, this numbnuts is getting roped in because Drake is using him as his bugle horn. All of this is staged. This dude run plays on the internet. It's all fake with him. So this guy said $5,000. $5,000 get you 30 million views. In what world does $5,000 get you that? Hell, I'll pay you $5,000 if you're gonna get me 30 million views. Shoot, I'll do that right now. We ain't even got to do the 25 up front, 25 later. Give me 30 million views. Shoot, everybody on the internet had 30 million views. Are you kidding me? That is the craziest thing I ever heard. And then you use this numbnuts and throw him in this battle. And they started talking about all of this stuff in the lawsuit. UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services on the platform and believe UMG paid and approved payments to Apple to have its voice-activated digital assistant Siri properly misdirect users to Not Like Us. Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy by recording artist Arby Drake Graham, Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contains the lyrics Certified Pedophile, an allegation against Drake. According to you, this lawyer is a jackass. I would not hire this man or his services for anything. I swear, either his mama or somebody done did this. Drake don't have the right people around him. These people are stupid. Did this man just say that? That is dumb. Of course, Universal did that. You know what they were doing it for? Your clients. So I'm going to let y'all hear what they're talking about. When the whole Certified Lover Boy thing went down, the guy said, oh, they couldn't find it. That Siri takes you to Certified Lover Boy.
Videos of this happening online. Play Certified Lover Boy on Spotify. I see dead people. That's crazy.
Now, because this idiot didn't say play Drake Certified Lover Boy, and then it would go to Drake Certified Lover Boy album and start playing the album. He said, go to Certified Lover Boy. So they go to what has the lyrics in it. And he's thinking, oh, the Drake's lawyer is thinking off of a clip that was done by somebody who's a YouTuber. Oh, he's trying to get content off of it. The stupid lawyer thinks he can turn that. Right. The stupid lawyer thinks that he can turn that into a lawsuit and said that they set this up just so Not Like Us could get hits. First of all, nobody is searching for Certified Lover Boy. No one's requesting to go to that album. Okay? Now, nothing wrong with it, just there ain't nobody going back to listen to it like that. No. That album is a couple years old. Nobody's going back to listen to it right now. But the fact that the idiot said it wrong, that's why it went there. Now, here's another thing that disproves this idiot's claim. See, they act like it's an anomaly.
But honestly, I would chalk this up to an algorithm mistake. The term Certified Lover Boy is said in Not Like Us, and so Siri took people to that song. You can do this right now with the Drake record. Like today I told Siri to play me Lean In Soda, and it pulled up his song Virginia Beach. And here is where...
Yep. Play Lean In Soda, and it'll take you to where he said a lyric in another song. So it's an algorithm thing that they have. You have to say it properly, or you
Drake
won't get
really
it.
starts.
So there is no they paid somebody to do it. Where is there proof that somebody was paid to put that in there? There's no grounds to anything that they put in that lawsuit. I knew that when they put DJ Academics crap in there. And most of these people that they're using are Drake fans on the internet. There's a video without discussing the payments was published on a podcast about the song, about UMG's policy.
Restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the song.
So they said, oh, you paying these guys here, they work at UMG, and they got to deal with UMG. And because they got to deal with UMG, they gave them permission. UMG gave them permission to push this song. First of all, UMG did not give the permission for Not Like Us to be pushed. This lawyer is a complete idiot. This was the first time it was waived so that these guys can go out and make reviews and not get flagged. And they got a chance to make some money. That was Kendrick Lamar's decision. Kendrick Lamar made that decision on his own because he owns it. They're the distribution company for PG Lane. So he gave them the okay license to use for about 2 weeks. You had about a week and a half to play the song and get your money. After that, the rights was going back to Kendrick Lamar, rightfully so. So if you made your money off of it in 2 weeks, you were good. Now, he's not on a Lucian loan, so he don't have the same problems Drake got. So Drake really seemed like he's trying to sue his way out of the contract and get off the label, but you owe too much goddamn money, boy. Now they talking about within a week, it was number one. It broke the records. It's number one on Billboard's Hot 100 the same week. 58.3 million times it was played. From July 4th to August the 8th, video music of the year. Not Like Us was second on the stream. Not Like Us. Now, Interscope, they maximize their profits. UMG executives have an annual incentive program. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. What company don't want to inflate their revenue? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. This whole lawsuit is stupid as hell. But I want to get to this idiot. Hold on. Wait a minute. Somebody calling Sino this early in the morning. It's not happening. Now, here we go. Yeah, there he goes. This is the idiot who made the claim. This is the idiot that they want to try to get the information from. This guy said he was paid all this money from this guy right here. He's like, look at the transaction number. They came through Bank of America's. These are the code numbers. And that's the Zelle from Anthony. The payment for 25. These are all fake accounts. These numbers are fake. Everything on this transaction list is fake. Zelle does not look like that. Anybody who does Zelle, it doesn't look like that at all. All of this whole account thing is completely fake. So you're putting fraudulent information that you saw that was posted on academics page. Who's gonna say that I ain't got nothing to do with that? And it was on your show, numbnuts. So you're responsible. Now, if this thing becomes a very legal thing, you're going down to academy for running a play and giving this information over to old Champagne Sloppy. Nobody who used Zelle looks like that. That's fake. So if the numbers don't add up, and $5,000, that's how you know it's an idiot and it's a lie. 30 million views for $5,000. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? It would be way more money than that. There's people that they pay for marketing. That's way more money than that. Are you serious? $5,000 for 30 million views? That's how you know they don't know what the hell they're doing and what they talking about. They're just trying to appease Drake, and this fool ran with it. You can't fake that receipt. Well, yeah, you can, because they damn sure did it, because that's fake. we looking right at it, right? You got Zelle, don't you? It don't look like that. Everybody who's used Zelle know it doesn't look like that. So if the 30 million for 5,000 views for $5,000 is fraudulent, then all of it's fraudulent. And then facts, Zelle don't look like that. Exactly. And now, if that's fake, the actual company name that they have in there that he was talking about also, that's supposed to belong to Kendrick Lamar's manager, that company doesn't even exist. And this man put it in legal paperwork. But Drake wants to go after UMG. But why didn't you go after UMG when mysteriously you were number one for God's plan? You want to go back to God's plan, Drake? Let's go to God's plan. You want to go there? Now let's talk about you, Champagne Sloppy, because you seem to got a bad memory. I don't know about them damn opioids. They might be chewing your damn brain cells up, son. You must got a very bad memory, because for some weird ass reason, God's plan came out and was number one. We loved it. It was a smash hit. No problem there. Then something strange happened. It kept staying at number one. And you had another song that was number one before that. And then your song came along, God's Plan, replaced that song. And it was all God's plan. God's plan. God's plan. And something very strange happened, Drake. My memory ain't bad. And my research is very good, Drake. Something very interesting happened during that course of God's plan. There was a black movement taking place because a movie came out that ended up being a monster blockbuster just a few weeks later called Black Panther. And it had a soundtrack with Kendrick Lamar. He was the executive producer of the album. The Black Panther soundtrack was the #1 album with Pray For Me, with The Weeknd, and Kendrick Lamar, all the stars. It jumped up to #3 and couldn't get the #1 spot. Even though the album was #1 in the world and everybody was playing that album. When the Black Panther album came out, those songs were played in rotation, and you got a #1 album come out and don't have a #1 song. It don't make sense. Don't make sense, Drake, how you kept that #1 spot, and #2 was Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's song, Beautiful, whatever, that song was #2. No one could beat Drake at #1. It looked kind of fishy. It looked kind of fishy, champ. Then Cardi B come out with Bruno Mars. What was it? 2 weeks later, here comes Cardi B and Bruno Mars, and they got finesse. This is Bruno Mars. Now, at this time, Bruno Mars is the biggest thing moving. Bruno Mars comes out with Cardi B. That song is everywhere. I'm in Florida when it debuted. It debuted with the music video, the In Living Color video, everything. Cardi B was huge. Then those two together and the finesse, the music video, it was everywhere. And that debuted and came in at #3. Drake still at #1 with God's Plan. 5 weeks going on the charts. So Black Panther, Cardi B, and Siri, you beating all these people. God's Plan just burning up everything, ain't it? Nobody knocked Drake out of #1. 5 weeks in. Now we go 9 weeks in. But they got a problem on their hands. Because in 9 weeks, the song looked like it was about to fall out finally. Because another song is burning up the chart. BB and Rexa and Florida, Georgia. That BB chick, she teamed up with Florida, Georgia line and made the song Meant to Be. Meant to Be is the #1 country stream song on Spotify in history. That song was everywhere and it was huge. It jumped all the way up the charts every week and it was coming. And God's Plan comes along, and after 9 weeks on the charts, it's at #2. And God's Plan is still #1. And you saying to yourself, why and how Is that even possible? Now, on the last 2 days, all the way leading up to the charts, Meant to Be was beating God's Plan. And before the week would close out their tallying numbers, there was a surge on the last 2 days for God's Plan. Every week for all 9 of those weeks, from the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week. The last 2 days, the numbers for the God Plan will spike up and just beat all of the other numbers that was there. Somebody was keeping Drake's God's Plan number 1. So you want to play Champagne Sloppy? You want to play? You want to open up that can of worms? They gonna come right back on you. So you want to play that game? Play the game. I want you to sue. Because see, here's what you don't know. He didn't sue. He didn't sue nobody yet. He hasn't sued anybody. This is a threat to sue. He filed a pre-action with saying, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to file this. And it's saying, okay, if I'm Universal, and like Universal saying, like, don't sing it, bring it. All of that stuff will get thrown out. You bring that in front of a judge, he's going to go, where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Who's this witness? Where's your evidence at? Can you forensics, a financial forensics? I don't gotta tell you that receipt is fake. A financial forensics guy is gonna look that up and say, okay, show me the payment. Who's this guy? Bam, bam, bam. We don't know him. Well, where did you get this from? This guy, he said it on this popular podcast. Who is this popular podcaster? His name is DJ Academic. Well, DJ Academic, yeah. What can I do? Yeah, I don't know. He just came on my show. I don't know. I got nothing to do with it. Well, send us the video so we can look at it. Okay. So that chipmunk is going to get all of y'all because he running a play for scams online. He messing up the whole program. And because that dumb chipmunk is messing up the whole program, all of it's out of whack. Every single bit of it is out of whack. Oh, it's a mess now. Because you got to explain that. How all of a sudden God's Plan is number 1 again. Yeah, we love the song, but not for no 9 weeks in a row. It's gonna be number 1 over these songs. That ain't gonna cut the mustard. Over Ed Sheeran? No, sorry. That Beautiful by Ed Sheeran was like a crushing the charts. But Meant to Be, that was a monster. Meant to Be was a monster. That's how you knew it was rigged. When Meant to Be didn't become number 1 and it's a country song? No. To this day, that song got like 7 billion views. Not 7 billion, I'm sorry, 1.1 billion views. It's the biggest country song there was. There's no way Not Like Us was going to cover that. If it's meant to be, it was meant to be. Baby, it was meant to be. Meant to be, that album went diamond. Diamond. We going diamond. Meant to Be wasn't even a song they thought was going to do anything. That song got popular and shot all the way up the charts, and it stayed there. It is the #1 streamed country song in Spotify's history. And it didn't get the #1 spot from God's Plan. So you're gonna have to look at your rich baby daddy Lucian Grange and say, how the hell did I get my spot? They kept you up there, boy. You see, the reason why it was done, and I'm finna tell you why it was done. The reason that it was done, and here's why it was done, right? And here's the case. It was done because he wanted to beat Mariah Carey's #1 record streak. I believe Mariah Carey has the record with Boyz II Men. Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey has the record for the longest streak of being at #1. Drake was trying to accomplish that with God's Plan. And they would, whoever was in charge, whoever was doing what they were doing, somehow was inflating the numbers or doing what they're doing. The last 2 days, the numbers just spike up and everybody just say, oh, we love God's Plan again. After 11 weeks, we're going to kick it all the way up and we're going to keep it going. It went to 11 weeks. And you know what beat that? What took down God's Plan? Do anybody know? I'll let everybody try to guess first in the chat. What took down God's Plan? All right, I give you guys. I know it's been some years. Not like us. Okay, everybody memory's bad. The song that took down, no, Old Town Road, oh Jesus Christ. Well, Star Child, you're absolutely correct. The song that took out God's Plan was Nice for What? Nice for What is the song that took out God's Plan. And now that's #1. So the only #1, Drake only was replacing Drake at #1. He had 3 songs. God's Plan took out another song that he had that was #1. And then that lasted for 11 weeks. Then came Nice for What? Then Nice for What was up there. He had every song in Scary Hours trending in the top. But that was okay for Drake. He didn't see a problem with that with UMG. That's normal for him. But if Kendrick is doing numbers, oh no, something's wrong. Because he's feeling like he ain't getting that love no more. He's the spoiled kid who was getting all the gifts for Christmas. Now he ain't getting all those gifts no more. And they like, you too grown. You can buy your own goddamn gifts now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now he's stuck. But see, that's what happens when you listen to people like academics and they roll with idiots like this guy who come up here lying and making up fake accounts. Look at this. No Zelle payment looking like that. So Zelle payments do not come in looking like that. Sorry. Try again. But this is what you get from an academics program. Trying to take anything of it and make it factual. There you're dealing with a clown. A clown. And now you done involved this clown in the lawsuit and tried to use him like he's credible. Means you have nothing. You have nothing in this lawsuit. Of course, UMG is going to laugh and say what they said. Everything they put in that lawsuit is the stupidest thing I've ever saw in my life. So they whitelisted the record? Like, that is so stupid. And now everybody's turning on you. All the people that you had with you, the payola, all the stuff that you're doing. And let me talk to Fat Master Stank. Fat Master Stank, I'm not going to make a video on you. Okay? You want to kiss Drake ass when before you hated Drake. You couldn't stand Drake. You the one putting out the freestyle and him freestyling on Hot 97 and talking about he couldn't rap and all that stuff and playing his freestyle on the air. That was you. You the one that didn't like Drake for years. That's when he went over there and got bottles for Charlemagne because you was hating on him. Now you want to kiss his ass all of a sudden. Why? You've been kissing up for Drake the whole battle. Right. That's why they came over there and Shine came and stole your whip. Punk. This is the same guy talking about payola needs to stop. Payola been going on in the record business for years. DJ's been getting money under the table to play records. They don't do that really no more. They get paid in another way. But didn't you get a paper bag of money? 10 bands in a paper bag from Dame Dash to play Jay-Z song before he made it big? To play the song with Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, Ain't No Nigga? Didn't you get a paper bag of money and $10,000 from Dame Dash? What you call that? That sound like payola to me, homie. Now, my memory could be a little bad, but ask Dame Dash did that happen. So the same thing he talking about, it's got to go. We don't need corruption. That's got to go. We don't need it. You sitting over here participating in it. You the main one sitting up here participating in it. Oh, it's bad. It's got to go, man. We can't have that. It's got to go, man. What we going to do? We got to get rid of it. You are the problem. He said, that's a fact. Flex did take 10K from Dame Dash. I'm saying, my memory is bad. maybe it's bad, but I remember he did it. But if you listen to this punk, he's saying it like he don't know what it is. Like it's something new. Payola, baby. How much you think they was paying people to play Drake music? Did you think this thing just started? Did you think they got to pay somebody to play Not Like Us? They don't have to pay nobody to play that record. You use payola to play records that you're begging them to play. This is the hottest record on the internet. You ain't got to tell nobody to play that. This thing was in the club the night it dropped. The same night it dropped, it was in the clubs that night everywhere. Every DJ is spinning it. So every record station in the world is going to play that record. That's the hottest record out. So if you ain't got that record, you losing viewership. So you go play that record. There ain't no payola for Not Like Us. Anybody believe that is a damn fool? What would you be paying for? That's a waste of money. You gonna play that record anyway about 10 times. Hell, I'm finna play it 10 times today. I ain't no TDE executive. Kendrick ain't paying me, Drake. I hate you for free. Shoot. Exactly. This fool sitting over here talking about all this nonsense about Not Like Us. Talking about Not Like Us is gonna get banned from the Super Bowl. Are you crazy? Not Like Us ain't in no risk. Not Like Us will be played at the Super Bowl and anywhere else. Why would it be at risk? As long as it's streaming. Right now, did UMG take it down off the streaming platforms? We can still play it. It ain't at risk. Nobody gives a damn about a powerless Drake. He's going up against billionaires. He better understand his place in this. See, Kendrick Lamar has value. He's number one right now. Anything he dropped, the people want to hear. You're part of what the problem was. Jumping on trends, no creativity, just trying to follow the same blend. Like right now, you jumping on Party's album. Like, yeah, me and Party album is coming out soon because people like Party, you know. So if I'm on the Party album, then, you know, people like it because I'm on there with Party, you know, Drake and Party. That's what we want. Nobody wants that. You're going to make it worse for Party. Now, you finna put out an album with Party next door. Who's finna support that now? And you talking about defamation? You just defamated yourself by putting this whole pre-action thing out. You ain't even sued nobody. You just saying I'm threatening to sue. After this album flop, you might as well sue. Because that's going to be it. Nobody's listening to that album. I mean, nobody. I don't even want to hear a note from that album. And because of this, nobody's going to give you a shot. I guarantee you that. Believe me. Wait till it's going to be crickets. When Drake and Party album come out, it's going to be crickets. Somebody said he dropped the song after he did the lawsuit. I'm like, Drake dropped the song? I didn't even hear it. Party really gonna be playing with his damn nose. Party gonna really have to be playing with his nose after the album flop. He gonna be, I knew he shouldn't have been on my album. Give me another hit. Shoot, he gonna be 400 pounds by the time this thing over with. It's no argument to win. It's a baseless lawsuit. You might want to say how I know it's baseless. Well, it's very easy. Here's why it's baseless. Kendrick Lamar never said this man was a PDF file. Never said it. So, okay, that's eliminated. Now what do you got? Defamation, right? Okay. What are the damages? Show us the damages. Prove that Not Like Us caused Drake to lose his money. What did you lose in money? How is that? Where's the proof that Not Like Us did that to you? Can you prove that? Well, no, I put out records and they didn't succeed. Well, that sounds like the people don't want to listen to it. We can't make people listen to your song, Drake. But it's because Not Like Us came out and where's the proof of that, Drake? Where is the proof? You can't prove people's intent and what people think. You're making assumptions. You have no evidence. It is the weakest thing. A judge would see that and throw that out as soon as it's filed. It has no legs. An Interscope, really? And a judge gonna say, well, I don't see the actual, if you're this offended, where's the actual person that made the record and where are they labeled at? Why are you not going after them directly? You want to go after everyone else but the person that actually made the song. So I don't think you really defamed at all, because if you really was defamed, you would have came out immediately and tried to file a suit to have this thing stopped. It's already been out for like 5 months and you still is, just now filing papers. It's gonna be like, Your Honor, my son is like sneaking around the house singing it. I hear him whispering it. He's whispering. They're not like us. They're not like us. They're not like us. He said, what if this lawsuit is groundwork for the future censorship of hip hop? This lawsuit is nothing. Trust me, it's not the beginning. It's not going to change nothing. This lawsuit is frivolous. It is not going to hold up. You do not mess with Universal. Well, that's one. You want to piss them off and try to embarrass billionaires? Do you understand what happens when you try to do that? Look at Kanye. Look at Diddy. They're going to go, Drake, don't do it. Next thing you know, all the stuff that we found on Drake going to be brought up on national TV. And then you're going to go, oh, it'll be on the news. Drake, we just got footage of Drake here with a young girl. And this girl is young. And then we've been having people come up. Gonna be people out of the woodwork. Yeah, man. Drake grabbed my booty, man. I was in there in McDonald's. I bent over, man. Somebody grabbed my butt. I turned around. It's Drake. He goes, sorry. I'm telling you, man. Man's a freaky man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be people like that coming out, making accusations, It's going to be a mess. Yeah, smash the like button. So yeah, they blaming John Janik. He's saying it's based 90% of the financial success of Interscope and only 10% of the financial success of UMG generally. Okay, that's what they're supposed to do. The incentives are largely based on UMG's division, right? They get paid on incentives, so they want to make more money. Who they gonna make more money with? Kendrick Lamar or Drake? Right now, Kendrick Lamar is the guy he's got the hit. He's the moving energy. He's the number one thing in rap right now. You're not it, kid. You did have it for 15 years, kid. And if you get that spark back, let us know. But until then, go on vacation. Go relax. Go do something besides damage yourself. And this is why I said this guy does not have a team around him. Like, who is representing Drake? That person should be fired. Who's ever representing Drake should be fired. He's on a podcast show doing magic tricks with a goddamn mentalist. Get his agent on the phone right now. Get Drake's agent on the phone. Because this dude is spiraling. He's doing everything wrong. I'll be like, do not get on camera. Do not do anything. Stay away for a minute. Then try to come out. Kendrick dropped this album with no promotion, no marketing. Why would Kendrick is not even built like that to go look for bots? That's something that's up Drake's alley. Kendrick is not in it like that. He barely even speaks. But he knows the world is waiting on him to drop something. And when he dropped a whole album, come on, man. Are you kidding? Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's why people end up in the jam they do. So now you know the truth, people. You know what's going on. You know this doggone thing is frivolous. Kendrick Lamar did not get banned from doing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. Don't believe none of these stories that these people are putting out there. Drake would love to screw that up because he's getting more and more nervous as the season gets close to the Super Bowl. Hates the fact Kendrick got it. And watch this. When the smoke clears and it's all said and done, and Drake is done, and he can't do no more for academics, academics gonna roll over to Kendrick. Oh, no. That's a bad man. Yeah, he a bad man. He a bad boy. Oh yeah. He said I will be the first to know. Yeah, you're the first to go tell me. I keep telling you, this dude just talk. He ain't the first to know a goddamn thing. So I'm saying he shouldn't even. I ain't gonna tell y'all who to listen to, but I don't even know why people are there. He's not even exciting or entertaining to me. Yeah, I'm gonna get some hot tea, Miss Tiffy. Then it is off to bed I go. Ooh, yep. So I'm gonna go ahead, stay focused, deal with what I gotta deal with over here, and shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, the Star Report, Showface News, everybody who's been covering this the right way. Shouts out to them. And I'm getting ready to bounce. Go to my Patreon, which is Carcino for Life. We really expose Drake for what he is over there, but now you have this evidence to look at and see that for God's plan, your numbers were inflated to keep you at number one. You see that clearly. Spotify promoted you out of the blue. They called it an era. Just so happens that the whole era was to have Drake on the homepage. All your songs is on the homepage from people who paid for no advertising. So they had to get a free month. The majority of them had a free month of Spotify. They didn't have to pay that much. So Spotify lost a lot of money behind that promotion of Drake's album. Mm-hmm. So, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out. Thanking you. Shouts out to Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Shouts out to him too. Yeah, my Cash App is Carcino. You want to donate? Appreciate y'all. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.